Advanced search strategies, finding similar sources. There's a number of different ways for you to find similar sources to an article that you think is interesting. I'm going to show you two ways that you can do so. Sometimes the databases themselves can help you find similar articles. I'm in ScienceDirect, which is an Elsevier database. It's again one of the ones you can access from the university libraries, articles and databases. And it's a good one for giving you other easy examples of articles that are similar to the one you're looking at. So for this one, I typed in my search terms, which is daylight saving time. I used quotation marks because I want that whole phrase, and that clues in the search function that I'm looking for that phrase. So you can see there's a bunch of different articles. I'm going to go down here to this one right here. This one looks interesting, and I'm going to click on it. It's a research article, and it pulls it up. And you can see it's, your typical article. Over here, it's got the recommended articles. So you can see that there are some that might be potentially similar to what I want to have. So I can go and I can click on one of these to see if it's something that could be potentially useful to me. So the recommended articles in Elsevier is something very helpful to use. Now I can also go back and I can access the university catalog, and they've got some tools in there that are really helpful for finding similar sources as well. So you access the library catalog from the main page just by typing in here in the search bar. So I type in my phrase. Again, I'm using the quotation marks to help clue in the search function that I'm looking for, the full phrase, not just the component words. And let's see what we get. As you might recall, the library catalog search pulls up different books as well as articles, and you can see that I've got quite a few different things, including, interestingly enough, things from the Library of Congress. Congressional research, that is very interesting. Not wanting, though, the government things, so I'm going to focus on articles here and see what we have. Here is an article. This looks very interesting. Why should we abolish daylight saving time? That could be potentially very helpful. I can see that I've got the full text available, that it's peer reviewed. I can download the PDF. I can view the issue contents, which could be helpful. But I'm going to take you over here. Notice these little icons right here. You can see there's a bunch of different actions here. You can go and export it to different things, get the permalink, get a citation. But I'd like you to notice these two things right here. This one says find sources cited in this. If I click on it, it shows me all the sources that are cited in this article. And this can be really helpful, especially if I've read the article and I know there's some sources I'm particularly interested in, and we'll come back to that in a minute. But I can also just quickly look through and see if there's anything that might potentially be helpful for me. This one, entrainment of the human circadian clock to the natural light-dark cycle. That is something I might be interested in exploring a little bit further. So you can see these are all the articles and sources that were cited in that article I just looked at. I'm going to come back to the resources here. Oops, I think I need to go and click on my articles again and see if I can find that article again. Yes, here it is again. And you notice there's another one right here next to it. It says find sources citing this one. So that can be helpful too, because it allows me to see what other sources cited that one, in which case they might also be linked to the particular issue of this topic that I'm researching. So that's two different ways that you could find sources that are similar to the one that you are interested in.